Hey YouTube, it's Tiffany aka Beautifully Me, and I'm coming in for my 7-week post-op VSG update. I had surgery on January 4th, 2013. My starting weight was 245. I didn't have a liquid diet or anything. The last time I came in to report to you guys was February 4th, and I was 224. And today I am happy to report that I am 217 pounds. So that's a 7-pound loss since the 4th of February and a total of 28 pounds since surgery. I'm happy with that. I'm ecstatic with that. I'm good with that. Weeks 4 and 5, I was kind of a little bit in a slump. I wasn't getting in that many calories. I was only getting in probably 400 to 500 calories. I wasn't doing the protein. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't doing anything. I, was eating so little calories. I had no energy to exercise. So I was just like in a slump, and I was just trying to figure out like, well, I'm eating 400 to 500 calories. Why isn't the scale moving? So there's a chemistry to this whole thing. So I went on Vertical Sleeve Talk, and I was researching, what some people did to get the scale moving, or what worked for some people that may have been in my situation. And basically what I came to is that I needed to up my protein, which is a no-brainer, up my calories, and my exercise. So, I up my protein, so I'm trying to get in that 60 grams. Most days I'm like 55, 60. I up my calories, so I do probably like 700 calories. Sometimes I get to 8, but I don't go more than 8. Exercise, I'm exercising 6 days a week for an hour, whether it be Zumba, whether it be step aerobics, whether it be the treadmill. I recently started the Couch to 5K, so I'm doing that. But I try to get in an hour because it just makes me feel good to see the scale move. Because ever since I started doing that, the pounds have just been coming off. Because week 4 and 5, I may have lost like 1 or 2 pounds. But the rest of this weight, like the rest of the 5 or some odd pounds or whatever, that's came off in the last, week or so, and the scale has just been moving. So I'm happy that I did that. This is a journey, and you have to figure out what works for you, and what gets the scale moving on your journey, and this is what works for mine. So I'm happy that I found out what the formula for success was for me, because I was really down, and that's part of the reason why I didn't want to come on and make a video, because I was just not feeling good. So yeah, I'm just happy to report I've figured out what works for me, and the scale's moving. So 2 thumbs up with that. Yeah, so what am I eating? I'm eating probably, like, if it's just the meat by itself, I can probably get like 2 ounces in. But if it's like the meat and something else, I probably get 1 ounce of meat and then 1 ounce of whatever else. But I try to just eat most of my protein and maybe like a couple spoonfuls of something else so that I can get my protein in. I don't really measure my food in cups. I have like a scale, and it just gives me pounds and ounces and grams and all that stuff. So the other day I made some shrimp, and it was about this big. I had about 8 of those, and I would say that's probably a little less than half a cup, or maybe right at half a cup. But it just depends on the meat that I'm eating. If it's a lean meat, I can eat more, but if it's like a red meat or something heavy, I can eat less. But the heavier meats keep me full longer. Like I had a hamburger. I just had the patty. I didn't have a bun or anything else, and I ate that, and I was full. I had to remind myself to eat during the day because I was so full. But yeah, so that's how I'm eating. Majority of the time I eat pretty well. I have my days, where I just want something, so I'm gonna have it. But other than that, like I'm pretty good. Let's see. So yeah, so that's about it. Everything's going well. Let's see. I wanted to talk about rude comments and compliments. So, but before I do that, I want to show you guys my hand weights. So I exercise with these. You can walk with these, or you can do Zumba or whatever you do with these. I love these. They're 4 pounds each. I got them at Walmart. I think they were like $5 or $6. And because I just want to work on doing like really light weights and focus more on the cardio. And then once I get to Wonderland, I'll focus more on, you know, the toning part of it and stuff, because that's just me. My weight that my body's used to being at is probably like 200 to 205. That's what my body has, you know, been for a majority of my adult life. The smallest I've been as an adult was probably like 170 something, in that range. Because I think in 2009 I did a low carb, high protein diet and lost a lot of weight, and of course gained it all back. So yeah, so to get past 170, let's say 178, that would be you know, good for me, because I haven't seen anything below that in my adult life. But anyways, I still have a long way to go. So yeah, I'm eating well most of the time. I say 85 to 90% of the time. And the time that I'm not eating well, I make sure I go hard in the gym to make up for that. So yeah. Rude comments and compliments. So I went to go see the doctor, you know, for my yearly women's exam. This wasn't my normal doctor. I had to go see a different doctor. So she comes in and she's asking me, okay, well, what is your medical history? You know, what surgeries have you had? Blah, 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 whatever. So I told her a C-section for my daughter, and I told her I had weight loss surgery. And she was just like, oh, that's good, because you needed it. I was like, what? Did she just say what I thought she said? And then I'm laying down to do the breast, you know, exam part of it. And she was just like, well, you know, I hope that you start saving up, because once you lose all the weight, your skin is going to start sagging and you're going to need to save up for plastic surgery. So, needless to say, I was annoyed. I was really pissed off, because first of all, I know that I'm overweight, and I know that I may have excess skin and may need to do what I need to do to handle that in whichever way I choose to. But I don't need you telling me, and especially in that manner, I don't need you telling me. So, yeah, I just thought that was really rude, and I won't be going to her again. Compliments. I've been getting a lot of compliments from people at work, because of course they don't know that I had surgery, and I'm not telling them that I had surgery. So only one person knows. One of my best friends knows, and that's it. There's this lady at work, and I think that she's had weight loss surgery, but I don't want to go up to her and ask her how she had it, because she'll be looking at me and she'll give me a compliment. We'll kind of look at each other, because she's lost 150 pounds in a short amount of time. And yeah, so I think that she's had surgery, but I'm not going to put her on blast or anything. I guess if she says something, then I may say something, but I don't want people at work knowing, so I don't know. But anyways, I've been getting a lot of compliments from people at work, people in general just coming up to me, telling me how happy I am, which I am happy. I'm in a good place right now. Telling me I'm glowing, telling me, oh, you're losing weight, you look good, blah, 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 whatever. So, I mean, that's always comforting. And my mom came this past weekend. She came into town, and she was just like, oh, you know, you look so good, and blah, 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 whatever. And I was excited, because, you know, sometimes our moms can be our worst critics, and we want to please our parents. No matter how old we get, we want to please, you know, our moms and our dads. So I was just happy to see that she was happy for me, because I hadn't seen her since surgery. Another thing that's bothering me is my boyfriend. He hasn't said anything about my weight loss. He hasn't said, baby, you look good. He hasn't said, your face is slimming down, or whatever. Like, he hasn't said, and he's not one for compliments anyways, but still, like, to hear a compliment from your significant other would be you know, it makes you feel good. Even though I don't need it, any compliment I get from anybody is a plus, but just to hear him say that would, you know, make me feel good. But he hasn't said anything, and I wonder why. I wonder if it's because he sees me every day, so the weight loss is not as noticeable to him, but other people notice. So, I don't know. So yeah. So that's it for my update. Oh, if anybody's on my FitnessPal, I would like to add you, or if you can add me. I'm GetFitTiff85. I would like to see what other people are eating. Yeah. So at their stage in their journey too. And then Facebook, I have a Facebook. I have some people added on my Facebook, but I think I want to make a personal page for just my weight loss, because I don't need everybody in my business about my weight loss journey, and I can't really post the pictures that I want to or post the status that I want to, because not everybody knows that I had surgery, and nobody needs to know that doesn't already know already. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm happy with my sleeve. I'm happy with my tool. I'm definitely working my tool, and I found what works for me. And I feel, you know, those of you who are, you know, beginning surgery and the scale is not moving like you like it to, you just have to reevaluate what you're doing and find out what works for you. And this is a journey, and it's a learning process. And you just have to come to that conclusion what works for you, because what works for this person may not work for that person. I mean, you can get tips and stuff, but you know, ultimately you have to find, you know, what works for you and what gets the scale moving for you. So yeah, so that's about it, and I will be more diligent with my updates, and probably back in another 2 weeks or another week, and that's it. You guys have a great weekend and a great week, and I will see y'all later. Be blessed. Oh, and I'll add some pictures at the end. Some body shop pictures. Okay, be blessed. Bye.